Его рост 175 сантиметров, а вес 57 килограммов ровно. Профессиональный рекорд 6 побед. Ни одного поражения. Дамы и господа, он из Махачкалы. Встречайте, не ставящий поражений Магомедрасул Гаджиев. Его соперник в красном углу. Бойцу также 22 года. Рост 175 сантиметров, вес 57,1 килограмма. Его профессиональный рекорд 3 победы, без поражений. Дамы и господа, он из Махачкалы, также не испытавший горечь поражений, Магомедрасул. Рефери поединка Вячеслав Киселев. Итак, в клетке 2 бойца, не испытавшие горечь поражений, но победителем выйдет только один.
You're watching Eagle FC 42 on FLX Cast. We have Magomedov in the red, Gadjiev in the blue. Gadjiev starts with a low kick.
Some velocity in that low kick there.
Yeah, watch for these flyweights to start fast. We know the small guys, non-stop action usually. Fast transitions between the punches, clinch and ground. And that's what we've got so far already, throwing kicks and punches.
Switching stances, Gadjiev constantly there.
Magomedov takes centre of the cage, nice body kick there. Landed clean underneath the elbow.
It was like more of a running soccer kick, wasn't it? Straight across the body there.
Yeah, certainly was. Gadjiev now in centre, swapping back to orthodox. Effortless high kick. From Magomedov.
That's where switching from the stances from orthodox to southpaw constantly opens you up a little bit with the body.
2 punches into the attack on the legs and then into an upper body clinch from Gadjiev. Takes top position. Gadjiev on the full guard now with Magomedov.
Controlling that wrist now, trying to drag it up against the cage.
Yeah, but Magomedov did a great job there of using the cage. He backed up to the cage, back up to his feet, slammed down to the floor. And again, I'll say, I felt that before when you use all that effort to get yourself stood up to your feet just to be taken back down to the floor again. It's so disheartening. And that was great control there from Gadjiev.
Magomedov with a very active sort of open leg polish there, trying to work his way round.
Lovely transition there from Gadjiev. He was losing position, so he rolled over into north-south, round to the back. Good transitions here. Magomedov back to the feet though. Yeah, as you said, Jamie, like fast, moving quickly from position. Exactly what I expect from flyweights. They don't sit still for very long.
Always good in the scramble, both these two. You know, they're scrambling well, but in a controlled way, not gassing each other out, and which you sometimes see in the heavier weights with the scrambles.
Yeah, certainly. So this is good work from Gadjiev. Head into the face in the clinch.
That high body lock sort of take there.
Yes, Magomedov doing a good job of defending there, but he couldn't defend once they got to open space. He did well defending there against the fence, but now he's giving up the back. Gadjiev working to strike. He's got both hooks in deep.
A lot of pressure on his legs there. That's going into the
That's a
rear
tough
naked
position now for Magomedov to defend.
Trying to go to the short choke. One of a favourite of mine. Go back to the rear naked. But that's allowing that 2-1 on the hands there.
Magomedov showing phenomenal strength to stay in that posture position, like squatted down with body weight pressured into his back. You know, this is different to having a 60-kilo guy, or a 60-kilo weight, sorry, on your shoulders. He had a 60-kilo man pressuring into his back with his hips.
Trying whilst punching him as well.
Whilst punching him.
Taking some serious shots here though. That rear naked choke is looking open again, but good work from Magomedov.
So there, Gadjiev looking to lock the body triangle. So this is the tightest of body triangle positions, when you've got that lock and then you're underneath the outside leg. Switching again to the other side, and again he's got that same tight position. You can see how he's locked that in underneath that leg. For Magomedov to get out of that, he needs to straighten up his left leg and clear that hook first. It's the first thing to break the body triangle. He has to do that all the while while trying to defend the choke around the neck. A little bit like an advanced version of tapping your head and rubbing your belly.
It really prevents the donkey kick as well, so trying to kick your leg back out with having that hook underneath. It's a really nasty position to be in, especially when you're closing on that rib cage and putting the pressure down. It's a lovely body lock this so far from Gadjiev. Yeah, it's a great first round.
Oh, but that's a good hip out there by Magomedov. He's escaped onto his back, full guard now from him. Let's see if he starts to hip out and work escapes from here. That was beautiful work there. Looking for an omoplata. Lovely transitions as they move position.
Double under.
Double under pass, yeah, from Gadjiev.
Always a safer way to do it rather than leaving any arm in there and a potential triangle, especially when you've had such a dominant round, Ian.
Yeah, certainly, especially he knows how dangerous Magomedov is off his back. Crossface there to break the grip. Gadjiev. Just little hammer fists here to finish round number 1.
Уважаемые зрители, сегодня у каждого из вас есть шанс выиграть подарки от бренда Fitro. Каждый из 5 победителей получит книги от Хабиба Нурмагомедова, а также футболку и запас батончиков Fitro на месяц. Чтобы принять участие, публикуйте сторис в Инстаграм, отмечайте аккаунт Fitro by Habib и смотрите выигрыш в прямом эфире в аккаунте Fitro by Habib. Подробнее о правилах акции вам расскажут в зоне Fitro на
Gadjiev in the blue, powering down Magomedov, controlling the wrestling, the clinch positions. Beautiful replay of the takedowns we saw in round number 1. And as expected, these flyweights were fast from the start.
Хамзат от души за 210 рублей, что закинул, поддержал. Хамзат, красавчик. Спасибо за поддержку. Друзья, не забывайте подписываться и лайки ставить, и также в наш телеграм-канал, ссылка в описании.
I'd rather stand up in between rounds.
Готовы?
Eagle Fighting Championship 42 on FLX Cast. I'm Ian M16 Butlin. I'm joined by Jamie the Haymaker here. This is round number 2 of Gadjiev in the blue and Magomedov in the red in a flyweight contest. Again, we start round 2 the same as round number 1 went.
I think you've got to be very careful with throwing any kind of kick at Gadjiev. His wrestling is so crisp and precise. As soon as he catches that kick, he's straight in, as you've just seen there against Magomedov.
Yeah, even there, Magomedov was using the whizzer. He had a tight overhook, but Gadjiev was just so well positioned. His posture so good. He just took out all the work of that whizzer.
Anytime he sees the hip movement from Magomedov, he's going for that takedown straight away. As you've seen then, he went for that niche down the middle, boom, straight into that body lock. You know, the way Gadjiev is moving at the minute, he's very precise, very on course again to get him down once again there in round 2.
Lovely takedown again though. Magomedov does a good job of getting to the fence, getting back to his feet. Tried that elbow over the top again there. Constantly dangerous, but it was a sharp, accurate strikes of Gadjiev that landed clean. A nice jumping knee there. Gadjiev really mixing things up here with the strikes and the wrestling. Magomedov on defense again as Gadjiev takes him to the floor, now gets the back.
He's not rushing to get them hooks in on the back, he just seems to be happy sort of ragdolling Magomedov about a little bit, and that's exactly what's happening so far, Ian.
Yeah, he's very good control from the back. He doesn't seem to mind whether he's on the back with Magomedov on his knees or whether he's on the back, stood behind him in this clinch position against the fence. Either way, he's controlling the position, he's draining Magomedov. I mean, I talked about Khabib in between because we heard his name mentioned there over the tannoy, and Khabib has this sort of style, like anyone who's fought him says he drains the life out of them. The way his wrestling is so crisp, so strong. And look, that's exactly what we're seeing here from Gadjiev.
Yeah, I think the precise level change as well really mix it up and make it very, very difficult to defend. But Magomedov's doing a great job of defending throughout this. However, that's the problem, he's just defending.
Well, we're back to open play now. Can Magomedov land some sharper strikes? He's backing up Gadjiev now. Nice short elbow off the top from Gadjiev.
Good head movement there from Gadjiev as well. Big overhand from Magomedov. Finds absolutely nowhere though.
He looks so focused how he dipped down underneath the arm there, went for the back, happy to settle for the body lock clinch.
What's that trip there, does Magomedov? To no avail though. We now see Magomedov for the first time really pressuring the wrestling here, Ian.
Yes, this is where Magomedov needs to try to push through. Can he get that takedown? Again, Gadjiev with a good defensive wrestling.
That wizard's just stopping everything at the minute.
Well spotted and good timing from referee there, Vladislav Kiselev. Gets the gum shield back in. Straight back into the action with no breaks.
Again though, even when Magomedov gets that little bit of advantage to go for the takedown, Gadjiev was too quick on the scramble.
Well, so many times I've said that I do think that wrestling is the key to mixed martial arts. The good wrestler decides whether the fight goes to the floor or stays standing. You know, you could be the best submission artist in the world, but if you can't get the fight to the floor, you're going to be in tough water standing. You can be the best striker, but if you get taken to the floor, you're going to lose on the floor. The wrestler is the key, the wrestling is the key to that. And here you see Gadjiev's superior wrestling is what is winning him this fight. Look at that, as I say that, he dips underneath the spinning hook, drops under, level change, gets the fight to the floor.
I had exactly the same conversation with a good friend last night talking about this. And we were talking about the wrestling game and how you can really dictate the pace. And you dictate where it goes, you dictate that fight, and we're seeing that here. And that is the difference between Gadjiev and Magomedov here.
So again, we're in the body lock clinch. Gadjiev powers the fight down to the floor. He's in the full guard. But again, he's won that wrestling, got the fight to the floor. And just dominating Magomedov. I think you said earlier, ragdolling him a little bit, and that is what we're seeing in these clinches.
Yeah, it has been he's ragdolled him from start to finish, and that's where the wrestling side of it, they're both very good wrestlers. Let's be very honest about this, Ian. Two extremely good wrestlers. However, we're seeing that Gadjiev just has that little bit more nous about him when he's going in for the takedown, and the level changes are beautiful. I know you mentioned him looking very similar to
Вячеслав, 500 рублей. Тоже красавчик от души. Руслан, 100 рублей. Спасибо тоже, Руслан. Всех благ вам. Пусть многократно вам воздастся. Друзья, залетайте, еще раз говорю, на YouTube канал ММА Кобра или на сайт ММА Кобра. Там трансляции только идут. Именно туда залетайте, кто хочет посмотреть. И ссылки все в Телеграме всегда.
Double leg, gets the takedown and controls. In that round there was success for Magomedov, his first bits of success. However, he's going to have a lot more of that in round number 3 if he's going to take this fight.
Итак, третий раунд.
You're watching Eagle FC 42 on FLX Cast. This is round number 3. We have Gadjiev in the blue, Magomedov in the red. Two fast-paced flyweights have been working at it for 2 rounds. We have Gadjiev 2 rounds up. Nice right hand from Magomedov to start round 3. This is better work from him already.
Yeah, it's the best flurry we've seen from Magomedov for the whole fight so far. And you know what? This last round could really show, separate the men from the boys a little bit here.
Magomedov has to put it on Gadjiev, has to pressure forwards, he needs to take the fight to him. And that's what he seems to be doing so far in the first minute of this round.
Yeah, that was a much sloppier sort of takedown attempt there from Gadjiev. Is the fatigue kicking in a little bit in this 3rd round? He's been very dominant so far in the last 2.
Nice snap down there, head to the floor. Head movement there from Magomedov, but again you see that wrestling prowess. Lift up, turn, slam to the floor, and now he's attacking side turtle with the strikes.
Again though, Magomedov just does not stay down, does he? He's trying to get back up again. Gadjiev now trying to take that back, trying to get that hook in. He goes to that outside trip and now trying to work inside.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be able to keep him down. But there, look at those clean shots, and do you see how he was holding the hand behind the back as he just threw strikes in unanswered? Magomedov bleeding now from just above the left eye. Cut on the forehead. Gadjiev again trying to tie up those legs, then takes the back. Lovely dominant work here from Gadjiev.
I'd like to see Gadjiev once they hit the ground, try and take that back a little bit quicker. He seems to let Magomedov, like there now, he seems to let Magomedov stand up a few times. Now he's got that hook in. This is where it's going to be a different kettle of fish now.
Hooks now, Jamie.
That's under the
Rear
chin.
naked choke. Is it tight? And there we go, there's the tap. That, again, was the icing on the cake of a really great dominant performance by Magomedrasul Gadžiev. 5 wins now on the bounce for the flyweight from Russia.
That's what we're saying with Gadjiev there. As soon as he can get that hook in to stop that stand-up from Magomedov, it will be a different fight, and that's exactly what it was there, Ian.
You'll see the replay. It was once he got those 2 hooks in, the body lock behind the far leg, and a nice deep choke. Fight to center, and we will get the official announcement from our MC, Alexander Zagorski.
Никита, красавчик, закинул, поддержал. Никите, спасибо, всех благ тебе. Клименко где-то в 20:30 или в 21:00. Это примерное время, точно никто не знает.
Третьего раунда удушающим приемом одержал победу и остается не знающим поражений Магомедрасул Гаджиев.
There you go, your winner by rear naked choke, Magomedrasul Gadžiev. Fantastic performance from him. Dominant all the way through, and then a submission finish. As we watch the replay of this fast-paced flyweight contest, the wrestling prowess there of Gadjiev, takedowns, control of the hips, the ground and pound work, elbows there in the stand-up. Solid, aggressive strikes. And then that was the one time he was taken down and he managed to reverse it to the top position. Beautiful level changes, fast takedowns, and dominant ground and pound leading up to this sharp, deep rear naked choke.